Hey everyone, Christina here, Ginger Mama. I hope you're having a great day. I've been working for the last 40 minutes or so on this download, trying to understand what Spirit's saying. And what I think is happening is somebody who's in a line of work, like to me this feels like a respected field you would normally think. So like a medical provider or a police officer or a lawyer or like a spiritual, guide, something like this, right? Maybe a priest, like something like that. But whatever this field is, a teacher, a coach, like there's a feeling here of this person is normally looked at within the community, or they feel like they have been most of their lives as like a stand-up person. And I'm not saying that they're not, okay? I'm not saying that they're not. But there's like some kind of tower moment going on for this individual because people are not trusting them. And this is someone who's like, I don't understand. Like I didn't do anything wrong, but somehow like they felt slighted by this, but they're like seeing the opposite perspective now. Like, oh, I get why someone wouldn't trust that. I get why they wouldn't trust me. Like, and they're conflicted because they're trying to figure out like, how do I build trust then? Like, how do I prove like, because we know this, right? Like there's dirty cops and there's good cops and there's shitty attorneys and there's good attorneys, right? Like there's shitty spiritual people, there's really great spiritual people, right? Like there's shitty priests and there are priests that have the right intention, right? We know this in life. And if you don't know that, like wake up. And so I just feel like this person, I don't know if it's a masculine or a feminine, but they're trying to figure out like how to... Like, I'm trying to understand what Spirit, because it's like, part of me is like, well, you don't have to prove anything. Just be you. Like, if they don't believe in you, move forward. But I feel like this person feels like they need to, like, defend something here. And yeah. So I have the Emperor here with the Seven of Wands, the Devil reversed. And this is actually giving me energy of more, Justice reversed, confirming a masculine energy who does not trust this Queen of Swords, okay? So it's like the Eight of Pentacles is here with the Queen of Swords reversed, the Chariot, the Eight of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. So there's a feeling here of someone not believing what this feminine is saying, whatever that's about. Or this feminine is saying, like, I don't want to talk to you, this masculine. And it's like, this doesn't have to be romantic, everybody. Okay, this could be like a coworker. This could be like not trusting a certain like care provider, something like this. The energy is very off. But it's like both people are very defensive here. And I think both people need to really reflect and like ask themselves with empathy and compassion, why would they view me in this way? And there is something here about communication, maybe asking more questions or for more clarity. I don't want to use the cliche line like holding space, but it's like there's a feeling here of not wanting to take a risk. Justice here, maybe this is about an attorney or a legal situation or someone just feeling like you are completely not trustworthy. And it's just interesting. It's almost like with this Emperor, with that Devil reversed and the Seven of Wands too, like this masculine might be very defensive. Like, no, if you don't trust me, then you're dark. I know who I'm amazing. I earned this position. But it's like there's like a lack of compassion here on behalf of whatever masculine energy, gender aside, but like it's coldness, it's very stern. But then this feminine, there's a lack of like decisiveness or understanding how to articulate why they feel uncomfortable, right? Like I feel uncomfortable with medical providers because this has been my experience in the past. And I wanted to notify you of that. And I want to know how you're going to handle this differently. I feel uncomfortable with a therapist because I was taken advantage of or told XYZ in the past, right? Like you need to be able to speak up on that. Like I get clients often that will say things to me, the Fool reverse. It's always this. They'll say things to me like, Christina, Two of Cups reversed. They'll get on the call, especially if it's the first time with me. And many of them will be like, I felt very guided to you, but to be honest, I'm very hesitant because I've been doing XYZ with certain spiritual groups or with a certain reader, and they kept telling me it was love and it would all work out, and it's not happening, and I'm stuck. And they just kept telling me, wait 5 years, wait 6 years, it'll happen then, just heal, and they get stuck. And so for me, I have to recognize that they're coming into this, taking a risk once again. And I have to reassure them that, Oftentimes there are poor practitioners that will make everything a love reading. They don't actually receive downloads. They don't actually talk to you about owning your sovereignty and moving forth and finding partnership that's balanced, right? And it's incredibly toxic. It promotes trauma bonds. And so for me, I have to come at that place of recognition of like, it's not that tarot is inherently not correct, right? It just depends on who's practicing, right? It's just like a doctor that like, they literally don't care about your mental health. They're just going to keep popping pills. Oh, that pill didn't work. Let me write you another script. There, go, bye. You know what I mean? Like there's not the ability to understand multiple modalities of healing. And so if this is you, I would reflect if someone's treating you that way and you're like, no, but I'm like a nurse or a doctor or whatever you do. Like, I don't know. Like I just said, tarot, whatever this is. But to me, this feels more like police, law enforcement, legal, like, and someone's not trusting you and you're like, why are you acting that way? Like, I'm really good at what I do. Be careful about that defensiveness. Ask questions. Do you know what I'm saying? I know people that have been taken advantage of in various circles, whether that be sexually, financially, very inappropriate behavior. And we know this is a case, of course, with like law enforcement and the police, right? Some people have had great experiences and other people have dealt with systematic issues such as racism or profiling, things of that nature. And so if you can come at this from a place of like, I just hear the sirens outside, definitely law enforcement. I want to put myself in their position. Like, what's their age? What did they grow up with? Why would they be distrusting of me? And how do I work to build a bridge? And of course, you can't force it. Like, if somebody's just no way, then okay. But it's like, right now, there's a lot of this going on. And there are some people that are just really good people and they really like what they do and they are in it for the right reasons. But there are some people who aren't or cannot hold compassion. And so again, this feeling of being determined and communicating, not being so cold, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like there's a bit of this just like, F you if you don't get it. And I get that energy when you're someone who's worked really hard and you are like, no, I'm knowledgeable. Like, it's giving me like a surgeon or someone who's like, okay, so you don't want my services? Fine. Like, I know all about this. Like, I get it. I see both perspectives. And I see that energy of like, I can't just keep telling you that I'm really good at surgery. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to have to trust me that when I go in and cut open your body, like, it's going to be okay. You know what I mean? Like, there's a big thing. It's a trust fall, right? So I get it. But like, at the same time, you've got to ask the questions and see why is it you're not trusting? Or like, what happened in the past? Or did you have a family member have a bad experience? Like, what is the more compassionate way to address this other than I am the authority on this, and just because I'm the authority, you should trust me? Because we should know by now in society, just because someone's the authority on something or has an education in something does not necessarily mean that they are doing it from a loving place or actually like the best option, you know? And of course, reflecting with spirit as well. But I just want to point this out. This energy feels like it's going to continue for the next few weeks. This like seeing opposite perspectives of why someone might not trust you in your work specific, or why you might not trust others in their work, and asking, where do you do this? So let me know in the comments. I am curious, like, is there a field of people that you don't trust, right? Like, I get it. Like, do you feel like you're working on that, or do you just feel like, nope? Like, I know people are like, I never go to the doctor. I'll never go to the doctor. I do not trust the doctor, right? Or some people like, I know someone that once said they didn't trust realtors. They're like, I don't trust a realtor. I'd only sell by I'd only do it my sale. Like, I would never trust a realtor. And I'm like, wow. And so there's all these different like ways and like reasons we hold that, right? And so whatever you do, it's like, I know not everyone's gonna vibe with you. That's okay. But at the same time, can we come at this from a bit more of a compassionate space? Okay, because I feel like that's really going to serve all of you. And at least reflecting, like, am I holding bias here? Am I holding judgment before I've even given it a chance? Do you know what I'm saying? I know, it can be hard. So I love you guys. Link in bio if you want personal. I'll see you later.